another thing I kind of have a lot of comments about. But
man, let's not even go there. Trust me.
Over the weekend, yeah, there's a lot. But anyway, over the weekend, Comic-Con was going on in San Diego, the original Comic-Con, and Marvel and DC and all of them was out there, and they had their, their halls or their presentations. And Marvel, they went ham. Like, they released info for like the next like 5-6 years of movies and stuff they got planned. The next Avengers and all that,
Next Avengers, what?
Yeah. I think that the next one's supposed to come out like 2023 or 24, 25. Yeah, so but one of the main things that everyone was like, the main thing everybody wanted to see was what they were going to do or say about the Black Panther. And they released an official first trailer for it. And obviously, Chadwick Boseman is dead. T'Challa's not in it. And it seems that's going to be the storyline that they're going to be following within the movie. He's dead. Yeah. And I guess what it looks like is they're going to be searching for a new Black Panther. Now, in my opinion, I feel like they should have just ended this. They should have just said,
"Yes, bro.
Yes. We got all you niggers' money. Let's leave y'all alone. We don't need no more money." Black Panther and Disney is run by rich white Jewish men. So when you go give money to, that's where who you're really giving your money to. So of course they're not gonna have any like pity on the Black community if they know they're gonna spend money. So just to get y'all's opinion, like I said, we'll start with Clay because we haven't heard that much. What do you think? I personally, I have not seen the Black Panther to this day. It's just for a lot of reasons I'm not gonna get into. But as someone who I'd assume seen this movie and maybe even likes the character, so I don't want to say more than what I can. I want to leave it to the people who've actually seen it. What do you think they should be doing as far as this next Black Panther?
I mean, in all honesty, I hate to sound like devil's advocate, but I mean, I've really like grown to have more of like a business mindset, and even that kind of sounds bad, but like, I feel like enough time has passed since the last Black Panther movie, and right. I did enjoy it. It didn't feel, I didn't get like like some movies you just get that racially profiled feel from a certain movie. Like, I didn't get that. If anything, it felt more celebrated, which is why I think a lot of Black
people... let me ask you this, and if you don't mind, I'm gonna, because I don't know if Drake could hear you or not still, so as you talk, I'm just gonna try to update what you're saying so that he knows what you're saying, if you don't mind. Just I don't know if he can still... you can't see him, right, Drake, or hear him?
No, I can't see or hear him, so update if you can, please.
Okay, yeah, so what Clay is basically saying is that, you kind of have to look at it from a financial point of view, although it might suck. But he's saying it has been a good amount of time since the last Black Panther, and he doesn't feel that when he watched it, there was any kind of stereotyping, or not stereotyping, but making Black people feel like isolated or trying to like, he more so felt it was a celebration of Black people. So, and that's what I cut him. But I'm gonna ask you something else, Clay. But go ahead, continue.
Yeah. And then just to finish off what I was gonna say, I honestly feel like enough time has passed since Chadwick has passed away.
Right.
R.I.P. And I feel like, if they are looking for someone else to continue that part of the franchise,
right,
they better just make sure they do it correct, because,
right,
him playing T'Challa was like impeccable. You know what I'm saying? Even when I watched like Marvel's What If, and they had like Black Panther in there, and I know he did the voiceover before he passed, I believe.
Right.
But like, even seeing him, it's like I expect to see him, not the person they depicted because it's based on like the comic or version of the comic or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like, they better get someone who like is fitting and not just someone just to do it. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I can hope for.
Right. And so so before I ask any questions, or before I go into Don and Dre's opinion, so Clay's basically saying now that he thinks whoever does play the next T'Challa, whoever they get, has a lot of big shoes to fill. That they got to do it right, and that's more important than the time gap or anything. And I would agree with that, but that agreement is part of the reason why I feel like they should have just dropped it, because I don't feel like they're gonna get anyone. Because for example, first of all, there's a thing going on with Marvel right now where the fans, especially, they want to see actors they know playing characters that they know. And I feel like if they cannot get any other young Black actor that's coming up right now in Hollywood to play this character, I just don't think it's going to connect with people on screen, like whoever they put in the suit. And from what it looks like they're trying to put a woman in the suit, which, I mean, that's a whole debate on how you feel about that. But I'd assume it's going to be one of the Black women from his, the tribe or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Of the I didn't see the movie, so I don't know how they. Which again, I think that's a big misstep. I don't think anybody wants to see that, but it will opening weekend bring in money, and I think that's the goal here. Before I ask Dre's opinion, Clay, I'm going to ask you real quick. You were saying that you felt that Black people were more so celebrated in that Black Panther movie. Would you say, and again, this is me just including my opinion and asking, but would you say Black people were celebrated, or Disney and Marvel's depiction of Africa or African people was celebrated in this film more? Because let's be clear here.
That's a good question.
Yeah, because let's be clear here. The depiction that Black Panther and Marvel and Disney gives us of Black people, that is not what us Black people are like. Black people are like what we look like sitting here right now. So until Disney makes a movie like that about, I personally don't take that as a celebration of Black people, because I more so think it more so even pushes this. Because, for example, you'll see white people that you could tell don't like Black people, don't fucking regular Black people walking around with Black Panther t-shirts on. So I feel like what Disney really did is they created this specific circle of acceptable Black culture to white people and other people that they accept. Because, like I said, most of us in Black America right now ain't walking around like how they walk around in Wakanda. Like and again, Wakanda is also not even a real African.
Right.
So, yeah, and them niggas rich.
And they're rich somehow. And I think it's quite unfair that Spider-Man gets to swing around a real New York City, but Black Panther has to be in fucking Wakanda. That is not a real place. So that's just my opinion on how, as far as like, I think Disney's kind of fucking us over more than they are actually celebrating Black people. But I do get what you're saying as far as like.
I don't know. Maybe it's because like I experience it in a different like atmosphere. Because here in upstate New York, like when the movie was out and even like afterwards, you know, with just going through the whole vibe of like seeing the movie and everything.
Right.
I've never ran into like any white person or white friend of mine or any group of white people that like were necessarily celebrating it, but not that they were talking bad about it. You know what I'm saying? I felt like really when the movie was out, that's why I felt like it was more of a celebration. It made Black people see each other and want to be like, you know what I'm saying, and do that dumb shit.
And again, I understand that. And like, as Drake can't hear, he was saying that Clay is saying that he mostly seen white people from his neighborhood and around where he lives. It's more so celebrating and even saying like, you know, it made Black people want to go like this to each other and stuff. Man. And that's cool. But again, this does not represent anything real in Black culture.
It doesn't represent anything real. But at least for one moment in life, bro, it felt good that Black people could see each other, and it was never a mean mug. It was never, oh, you looking at me too long. It was everybody's like this, trying to show each other love. It was just a reason to show a nigga love. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Can't hate on that. All right, Drake. So
that's how I look at it.
Got you. And Drake, you can just tell us off your, you know, what you have to say about the whole thing in a whole. You don't have to.
All right. So as far as my opinion,
sorry, real quick. And Clay, I know whenever you just let us know, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you
what's the time?
I don't know. I was gonna just
10:49.
10:49.
Okay, yeah, y'all can let me know when it's like 55 before they like bum rush in and you hear mad niggas.
Got you. Go ahead, Dre.
Yeah, so as far as what both of y'all are saying, I really do honestly agree with both of you guys, because first things on Clay's behalf, it is a celebration, but on your behalf, like what you're saying is valid as fuck too, because it's a fiction celebration. This is not real. Like, this is not real. This is just, but it's still a celebration. It still makes you feel good at heart, because the opening scene in Black Panther, I think it was, whichever one, what's his name?
And now remember, Drake, and while you say this, remember what you were saying earlier about controlling and confusion, and how you can make people by bringing people together and making them.
That's what I'm about to lead into, because like I said, they'll give you little things here and there, because the opening scene in Black Panther, you could see when Buddy's talking about all the artwork and he's like, oh yeah, where did this come from? This, oh no, it came from Africa. You stole it. So they'll give you some realness. But then, you know, they gotta fake everything else, because they don't, you know, at the end of the day, you can't keep a person in a slave mindset, but then still tell them they're kings and queens from. You can tell them they're kings and queens from Wakanda.
Yeah,
but not here. And then my next point that I gotta make on this is, as far as the movie making, when it comes to that, I could really feel Clay's part, because Yeah, it's a real celebration movie about black people because it's literally you. There's like there, nowadays in this generation, there's only one or two, maybe three or four movies that are celebrating black people like that that you don't see us
Yeah,
in a
in a
lower
positive.
light
Right. Yeah.
in 3/5 of a man type shit, like in that
Right.
type, in that type of mindset. Django,
Right.
all these other movies, Free a Slave, they all about like slave shit, like, you feel me, like
Yeah.
you're half of them. So I feel Clay because it's a celebration. This movie is one of the first to be like, yo, you know what? We equals type stuff, and we're it, like, we're even, we're smart, we're intelligent, we're this and that. But at the same time, Jay, you're correct. This is fake. Like, what is this? This
Yeah.
don't stand. This is not a. This is that don't that that's not anything that I can, get behind.
Yeah,
That's
and
a
the
movie.
fakeness is one thing, but it's the fact that, like, I know for a fact when, cause like you said, white people or people outside of minorities will look at Black Panther and be like, okay, they're intelligent, but they don't look at us and see that. You get what I'm saying? Like, they
Nah.
look at them, because I would say even, and I have arguments with people about this too, but between Black Panther and what's happening right now, what you're seeing with Afrobeat music, how popular it's getting, and how not being like everything Africa is a thing now. I would say this more so create a positive light for African people, like African origin
True.
people. But as
Mhm.
far as Black Americans like us or descendants of Caribbean people, I don't think it did shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah.
even at places I work, I'll see people, Africans people will be getting along with them, but when they know you're like Black American or you're Jamaican, whatever, it's like, nah, you're just a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You just
you just
Word.
that's
Hey,
what
Nah,
you
that's
know.
true.
as far as them continuing the movie, and like, just in general, my whole take on Black Panther 2,
Right.
y'all took the words out of my mouth. It's really going to be hard shoes to fill for sure.
Yeah.
Secondly, definitely feel like, the continuation of the celebration is good, but it's
Mm.
also detrimental to the young people's minds, because like we were just talking about, the whole control and the light that you see this in. Let me tell you one thing: the superhero movie, right? Like Captain America compared to Black Panther, right? Black Panther is a superhero all the way in Africa. Captain America is a superhero in America. They're different. Trust me, they're different in that light as well. So as far as the young people, like, seeing that going on, and thinking like, oh, this is what it is. This is all it is right here. Is Black Panther and this movie set. But as far as them being able to fill the shoes and continue in the movie, it's crazy. Like, that's crazy. Like, he was a legend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I
definitely.
mean, that's
Yeah, go ahead, Don. Tell us what you, because we haven't heard from you. So go
yeah,
ahead,
yeah.
baby.
So with the movie, to be real, when I watched it, I wasn't even thinking that deep, man. I kind of was just looking at it as like a movie. You feel me? Like a lot
That's
of
what they
people,
want. That's what they want.
I, I was just looking at it like a movie. I didn't really get no deep thoughts about it. I liked the movie. Honestly, it wasn't one of those movies where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this back to like again a million times, but I did like it. Um, as for the character, T'Challa, yeah, I don't think they can replace him. That's what I was thinking today because I watched the trailer today, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't.
Even the villain's like some like Mexican dude, like some Mexican Aquaman dude. Like, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
like this. Just doesn't look good, man.
I don't
It
know if
just
it
don't
can.
look
I don't
good.
know if he
Because
can be replaced. I feel like they can make something out of it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it could be that great. I don't think it's
I
gonna be
feel
that
like they
great.
should have just made, because obviously you don't want to let go of the whole Wakanda thing and the whole Black Panther thing. Not because regardless of what I or anybody else thinks, money shit to the side, it's clearly been a positive impact on the Black community, right? And it has made Black people feel like they have a place in this whole Disney and MCU thing, which I'm all for. So I get not wanting to let that go, but I feel like they should have been better off just making like a Wakanda show or something with just like the characters.
True,
I
true.
just don't think they should have made a whole nother Black Panther 2 and try to fill his shoes.
well, let me say
Clay
one
is
thing to you, Jay.
10:55.
Go ahead.
Let me say
All
one
right,
thing.
say that,
So
say
as
that.
far as
I'ma
the
holler at y'all.
movies
Love
and
y'all.
the
Stream
thing,
hot
the
All
thing
right,
is,
yeah, 1 second. We go. All right, peace, Clay. We'll holler at you next time, bro.
I
Yeah,
tell
you
him I said
already know.
peace.
Much love, y'all. Stream hot till you don't know.
All right, bro.
Peace out, Clay.
All right.
You good?
All
You
right,
good,
Jay, go
Trey?
ahead.
So what I was saying is that, okay, so I feel what you're saying on them not being able to fill his shoes and them not being able. Why did they make another movie? But put it this way, they already laid the groundwork as far as like, you know how you said that they have the next 5-6 years planned out. They
Yeah,
already had all of that even before he died. It
right.
hit everybody, so they already had it planned out. So the thing is, it's not even, maybe they didn't even have a choice, because the Black Panther role, and not only like just T'Challa's role, but the Black Panther itself, the movies were a part of their phases. So it's like, shit, if we take out Black Panther out of the phase 4 or phase 5 or whatever phase we're in, we're gonna have to pull 4 movies, maybe 3 movies, because he's incorporated, or she, or whoever the Black Panther, or just not just the T'Challa role, but
But yeah,
Black
but the
Panther
Black Panther in
in a
general, yeah.
whole. It may be in correlation with so many other movies that, fuck, we already planned this out. So that's why I'm thinking that they low key didn't go the episode route. That's why they have this movie set up and maybe one more movie for him, so they could finish out their phase and then they could take it. Maybe they edited it to where this movie they finished out
Right,
his phase, his
right,
part in this phase, and
right.
they're like, all right, no more Black Panther movies. But in the long run, when they made the first Black Panther and even all the Avengers and all this stuff, even the other movies that are set to come out, maybe the Black Panther in a whole is incorporated with, you get me?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, and I think you're absolutely correct. I think that was the plan from, because like you said, they clearly had all this planned out before homie even
Yeah.
died,
And they
and they had to, the show must go on, as they say. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? So,
Mhm.
but I don't know. I just feel like and this is not my personal opinion, but I just feel like if they go as far as to even put a woman in his shoes, I don't think that's good, especially not from the male community. I don't think that's gonna do very well, But especially as far as going forward. Um, but yeah, it should be interesting. I mean, I'm more so looking. Right now Captain America is black too. What's his name? Anthony Mackie. I call him
Yeah.
Papa Doc. That's who he
Papa
used
Yeah.
to be
Doc.
still.
But
But so
let,
he's taking over as Captain America, and they revealed that too yesterday. The next Captain America will be him starring as Captain America. And I
that's
think
gonna be
that's cool.
crazy.
I think that's really good. And I think that's cool. Black man is Captain America right now. And
Hey,
so
that's different.
that's different. And I'm just more interested in that as a storyline as a whole. And then of course, Sam Jackson as Nick Fury and all that. And yeah, so there's a lot to look forward to. And then we got Blade, Marshall. They announced more. Blade has officially
Yeah.
started shooting.
You know that Blade ain't gonna compare.
It's not because they're not gonna make it. It's not gonna be R. It's not gonna have the
R
blood.
rated, yeah.
Yeah,
Nah.
it's not gonna compare.
Here's a here's
But
a here's
because
a oh go ahead
go ahead.
No, I was
No,
gonna
go, no,
say
go ahead, go.
Rachel gonna love this question because she loved this movie, which I think this gonna have on Avatar. Avatar coming out December something.
Avatar. That's another one that I mean.
Avatar 2.
Man,
It's been to me. It's been a little bit too
too
not
long. 10
not only has
years?
it been a little bit too long, but Avatar is not exactly something everyone's been like, man, I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why even?
I
And from what
wasn't,
I
but
saw in the
you know how
commercial,
they got the whole Avatar world. I feel like I don't know. I feel like
yeah,
there's like
of course, and
Avatar
that's when
like heads, Avatar fans type shit.
right. And I know for sure, like it's that, but and even that when Disney announced they were gonna do this whole Avatar world, I just thought like, geez, is that big enough of a franchise or a thing to commit that much to that? Like
Yeah.
Star Wars world, I can understand. Toy Story Land, I can understand all of that. But
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah.
go
What
ahead.
in the first Avatar, did they leave room in the end of it to say what's gonna happen in the second one, or is this second one just a whole remake?
Oh no, it's continuing. So I guess him and the girl now like have a baby, right? Like they have a
Yeah,
kid.
something like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
So he
So it's like
stayed on the world with her or
yeah.
something? And,
So he's fully like blue
oh,
and all that shit now. Yeah, yeah. And he can
oh, so
walk and
he
all that.
stayed on the world. And what
Yeah.
happened to his human body?
I guess I don't know. Like I guess it evolved or some shit. Like
Oh, so all right. So I guess they'll let us know all that in the second one, as far as like, because in the end of the first one, ain't nothing. I don't remember. I gotta rewatch the
Yeah,
end
that's
of it and
because they
see
took
what
yeah, I
about
remember it a
15
lot.
years to make this
Bro,
Avatar
that,
2.
that shit came out when
that,
niggas was in high school, bro.
that's
Like
what I'm saying. Hey, but to go back, let me go back to what you were saying, Jay, real quick on the
yeah.
woman. Let me tell you why I think the woman Black Panther would go so crazy and like would blow the box office open too. because just that, bro. You know, at the end of the day, the hardest working person on this planet, personally, I'm always gonna say, is the black woman. So if you put the black woman in the Black Panther, like,
I would
whoa,
say
okay.
our mothers. Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Okay.
obviously, you know I ain't talking about. You know who I'm not talking about. You know
Okay,
who I
okay,
am
yeah,
talking
yeah, okay.
about.
Just
Yeah,
making sure we're
come
on
on.
the same page. Yeah,
We're valid. We're on this. Trust me. You know, so you know what I mean. So
yeah, I know what
as
you mean.
far as that, I'm talking about like his mom, like Angela Bassett, like in the
Yeah,
actual, you know, those. So as far as that's why I feel like even if they put like a young black woman in the role or whatever, it's
Mhm.
just to show that they're putting a black woman in the role. First things first, all the women who you feel me, like they ever talk to you about superhero shit and they're like, I don't like superhero movies at all. As soon as they find out a black girl is fucking superhero,
Sure.
man, you feel
Yeah.
me? And then on top of that, the little black girls now, like we're talking about you know how
The
the
young
black,
girls. Yeah.
yeah. So although even the little black girls who ain't never heard of superheroes, who all they know is Ken dolls and this and that dolls, as soon as they find out a black one is Black Panther, and like they gonna be like, wow, like, you feel me? So that's why I feel like it might blow the box office off. As far as the Avatar, what Don talking about, man, I'm lost. I don't 10 fucking years.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
man. No,
think
I
it's a
feel.
bit too
I
long.
feel you. I feel you. I don't even like. I think I
Like
watched it.
12 at this point.
I think I watched it a
12
couple months
years.
back, maybe a year ago. Rewatched
Niggas is
it.
dead ass gonna have to rewatch the first one
You're
to
gonna for sure
really
have to.
like.
Gonna have to
If you,
sit down for that 3 hours or however long that long ass movie
yeah,
That
is,
was like 3.5 hours.
it's like, yeah, that first one was long
and
too.
rewatch it. But nah, I
I
mean,
feel like it's gonna be a bust.
you
I
feel
don't
like it's
think
gonna
they're
be a
gonna hit.
bust?
Yeah,
It
I don't
ain't
think
gonna
they're
be a
gonna hit
bust.
like that.
Opening weekend, it's one of them things where like, like we said, it's been too long. But as far as opening weekend, time will be on its hand because everyone's gonna want to spend money to go see it and see what it's about and all that shit like that.
You think their fans are loyal like that?
I guess I just listen. When Disney announced they were making a whole world of this shit, I was like, I must be fucked up.
What does the whole world
They
mean?
must
Like a
have different
I
virtual
numbers
think
than
they
world or
numbers
a
got
I've
the.
got
real
in my
world?
head
I think they
because
got the fans, bro. Because like you
they
scroll
must.
down the comments of the YouTube trailer, and it's like straight fans that's been waiting years and years for this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, there's
So
a whole I know there's like a whole movement, like a whole like.
What is this world y'all keep talking about?
there's an Avatar world at
In
Disney.
Disney World, there's like a specific whole like land dedicated just to the Avatar
For
world.
rides and stuff?
Yeah, rides.
Yeah.
Oh
There's
yeah,
like
they
floating
blowing up.
rocks, all that shit. Like,
Yeah,
it's
they
crazy.
blowing up. You know, once Disney get behind you, you on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was
Like,
kind of
they're
lit
that's
on.
though. I
that's.
can't cap. It was kind of lit. I was
Yeah, I
on auto
liked it. I
rides.
don't
It
even
was
like the
dope.
movies, but I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was out there, I loved that whole entire area, like the
Yeah.
food, the view, the aesthetic, like especially if you wanted people like into like trippy kind of aesthetics and stuff like that. It was a trip being there. Like,
Oh, so they have the world already.
yeah, it's open. It's in Hollywood. No, it's in Animal Kingdom, right, EJ? Or
Animal Kingdom. Yeah.
yeah, it's in Animal Kingdom. Yeah,
Yeah, I
Rachel
got
said she
it.
was crying when she seen the world at Disney.
yeah.
What?
It's
It was
beautiful.
like
Yeah.
that.
She was obsessed with that world. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like a lot of, especially the practical effects and the things they achieve. You're like, yo, how did they do that?
And,
Like,
and
it's
you
really
know,
crazy.
let me ask you: is Disney the one that's making the movie too?
No, from what I understand, it's still who is like Paramount or whatever. I don't know, but
Okay,
it's not a Disney. It's not a Disney movie. I guess they just I don't know, because James Avatar, who directed it, he helped Disney World build the world. So I'm assuming there must be some connection between him, Disney, and the
I was just about to say, do you know the type of promotion that Disney's doing for this? That's a
Yeah.
lot. Like,
Yeah,
they
they're
made
going
a
to, like,
whole
especially
world.
because once this movie drops, I'd say even a month or two before it drops, the crowd attendance at that world is gonna go high. It's gonna go crazy, like because
Yeah.
people are just gonna want to go out there just to experience it and shit.
Hell
So.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you know they got a deal going on or something. You said the dude who made the movie, his last name's Avatar.
I was gonna say that. Nah, I looked it up.
No.
It's James Cameron. He
Yeah, I
said
don't
James
know.
Avatar. Like, damn.
James Avatar.
I was
James
like,
Cameron.
what?
James Cameron. He directed Titanic and he directed Terminator 2. He directed Aliens, the second Aliens movie. He's a very well known director.
Damn,
but-
those are really good movies.
Yeah, he's a really good director. That's why
Okay,
he-
so this shit might actually, yeah, I think maybe
Yeah.
it might, because the way how if Disney got a world already and it's not even out, then they have a two-way deal where it's like,
Yeah, you can
okay,
tell they were anticipating, like they knew, like
we
okay,
gonna promote y'all until
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
get out, and then when y'all get out, everybody who saw it is gonna be like, you gonna put
Right.
in your trailer, go to Disney World.
facts, which I'm sure they will. But yeah, so we gonna keep everybody up to date on all the MCU, Wakanda, Avatar, which is what I'm gonna lead into my next segment.